Hi, greetings everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Sea Hunters. And as always, I'm your host, Randy Morton. But today is a special day. It is hot outside. I've got my water. I'm staying hydrated, and that's my advice to everyone who's moving about, especially on these days. Ensure that you have some water. Keep hydrated. But that isn't the main reason why we are here today. We are right here on the Charlestown Bayfront at the pier because Fish Festival is going to take place. And we have the guys from Public Works, DMR, and some other persons that's here getting the place ready for you. Just take a look. We are seeing some skulls of turtles. Can you tell us about these things and introduce yourself to our audience, please?
Firstly, my name is Akwanja Robinson, and I am a representative of the St. Kitts Sea Turtle Monitoring Network and also an aspiring maritime lawyer. So to tell you about the sea turtle skull specimens we have here, the first species would be the leatherback sea turtle, which is the largest species in the world, and this is a cartoon replica of the turtle. So the second skull would be the loggerhead. This we have the hawksbill, the green sea turtle, and the olive ridley.
Okay, that's about the different species of turtles that we have here on display. But how long have you been involved with the turtle conservation movement?
Well, I've been involved with the Sea Turtle Monitoring Network for about a year or two now, and it first started when I was a volunteer at the annual Sea Turtle Camp, and I was introduced to the in-water team, and that's where we venture off to different nesting locations, nesting beaches on Sunday, and we sometimes capture the turtles to either tag them or ensure that their physical condition is in good hands.
So, you're pretty young in the sea turtle conservation, but what are you seeing in terms of the future of sea turtle conservation in St. Kitts and Nevis?
Well, currently, I think that we are trying to revolutionize our blue economy in St. Kitts and Nevis. So hopefully, with the current leadership, I do see a bright future for the population and ecosystem of the sea turtles. I do believe that we have scientific efforts to mitigate the population decrease that we are experiencing with the sea turtles. So hopefully in the near future we have a change in the ecosystem.
No, I'm going to be honest with you. Once upon a time, and once upon a time is some time ago, I used to eat sea turtles. But I went to school and I was educated a little bit more about sea turtles, and especially their maturity age for some species is at around 30 years. Now I thought to myself, if I'm eating something that takes 30 years or so to mature, then there will be no future for that species. So tell the viewers why you think they should try more to conserve sea turtles rather than eat them or utilize their shells or something for decoration?
Well, of course, the reason why we should conserve sea turtles is because not only are their population decreasing, which makes them a critically endangered species, but we also have to ensure that we have biodiversity in our oceans, which means that we have a bounty of different species to keep the ecosystems and the food chains in balance. And sea turtles have many ecological benefits to the ocean, and one of which is to ensure that our coral reefs are protected and safe. By this, certain sea turtle species, like the hawksbill, they eat the bad parts of the coral, and that ensures that the bad parts are eliminated, which keeps them healthy. And we all know that coral reefs have many ecological benefits that also benefit us as humans, not only for food supply, but also to ensure that our oceans are healthy.
All right, thank you very much. You spoke well and you represented your organization well. I'm very happy to have you on the show, and I'm hoping that in the future I'll be able to interview you again. Would you agree to that?
Of course, it was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
All right, we're here at the Fish Festival and we are under the National Bank's tent. Now, I would have seen National Bank be the major sponsor for Open Day in Nevis and in St. Kitts, but now they're also at the Fish Festival. Can you tell us about National Bank's involvement with this particular activity?
Pleasant good afternoon. Now, National Bank has been partnering with the Department of Marine Resources, St. Kitts and Nevis for a number of years as they present the Nevis Fish Festival. This year is no different. We are here again, and we are happy to partner with the Department of Marine Resources as they produce another year of the Nevis Fish Festival for the people of Nevis.
Yes, my dear, but I think you forgot to introduce yourself to our audience. Don't worry about it.
All right, so my name is Sherna Pemberton, and I am the Communications Manager at the St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank located in St. Kitts.
So, I'm going to ask you a question now, but I hope it's not too hard for you, eh? Now, if I was a fisher, and I came to National Bank for a loan to purchase fishing equipment or a vessel. Tell me something about the process.
All right, great. I'm glad you asked because National Bank I don't want to give it away, but we are in the process of launching a financial incentive or a financial initiative, let me put it like that, for small business and not excluding fishermen and agri-processors. All right, so basically the process is once you're a fisherman, we would hope that you have all your books in order, meaning that you have all the legal documents that would prove that you have a licensed business per se. All right? So you must have a business license because you are self-employed, right? You must be able to produce bank statements, and that is why we emphasize the importance of record keeping, good record keeping, so that when you come to the financial institutions, when you come to National Bank, that we can see how your business is going. Because no one lends money just like that, right? Okay, so you must be able to prove that you are doing business how we are supposed to be doing business. We want to lend you the money, but we want you as well to do your part in doing your business correctly. All right? So once you have all those things in order and you come, we will be happy to engage you about financing for whatever tools you need to get your job done.
Okay. Now, you just gave us an earful. And I am glad that it's on this show, Sea Hunters, that National Bank for the first time said that they are going to partner with small businesses and in particular fishers and farmers. But I have another question for you. It's not a hard one. Huh? We winding down and taking care of you. It's going to be an easy question. No. It happens sometimes where small business owners like fishers may not have their books too in order. However, many a times when they approach financial institutions, they would come to the department because we keep some records for them. And they use those records for their business and present to financial institutions. And of course, you would be likely to trust the information that we put forward. No. Since some of them may not have, everything, you're still willing to work with them? Or is there a facet to this launch that would have a facility to assist them or to somewhat ease them in to the record keeping process?
You give an earful. All right, so I'm glad you mentioned that because the government do provide assistance for small businesses such as farmers and agri-processors so that they can, if they don't know how to do the record keeping, they assist them in getting these things done. So certainly, if that is being done through the government, we can be able to look at that and see how it is done. If it's not to our standard, we will definitely let the customer know what they need to do to bring it to that point, and then they can approach us again if needs be. But it's not a situation where we are just telling you, no, you can't get it, and that's it. We will be happy to help you, guide you, and give you that assistance so you can reach that.
So I'm just like to say thank you to you and to National Bank for partnering with us to help fishers. All right. Yes, we are still here making our way through the Fisheries Festival, and on my right I have a man known as Spice. I don't know him by any other name, DJ Spice. But you see, like Spice is deep into aquaculture. I see him with some fish. I see him have different types of fish, and he still have turtle. So Spice, talk to the people.
Well, good afternoon everybody, whatever time it is, wherever you're listening. My name is Dylan Baptist, better known as Spice Man. I'm right here at the Fish Festival doing some aqua animals. We have better fish, we have goldfish, we have kois. Kois is rare. When we got them here, we got fantail guppies, hilaries. We got enough things. We got turtles, as you say, so we got a lot of things going on here. As you can see, I'm only doing it for the fun today. I'm enjoying myself because he called me a DJ. So I'm only doing it for the fun today. So it's up to you to ask me a question you want to ask me.
All right. So how long have you been into aquaculture?
Well, I've been doing aquaculture from since I know myself. But on a business scale, about 3 years.
Okay. So then my next question is, how long have you known yourself?
Since I born.
Y'all hear this guy. You hear him, he know himself since he born.
Well, from since I was about 10 years old. So yeah, I've been doing it.
Okay. So he knew himself from 10, not since 0.
so we say we take out the 0 and add the 1 to make it 10.
Okay, I like your maths.
You understand? So you walk in.
Yeah, the maths working.
But from since I was growing up, as a little boy growing up, I always loved animals. I had birds, turtles, goats, cattle, just name it, rabbits, the whole work, pigs, the whole works. whole world. I was into livestock because, back then I grew up with my great-grandmother, in and out. So, the elderly people and others have livestock. So you have to have something. You have to partake in something. But I always love fishes though.
All right, so let me go back to your roots. You said you grew up around your grandmother. So where did you grow up?
Well, I was born in Grenada. I grew up in Grenada all my life. I moved here about 12 years ago. So, growing up here is kind of rough and you have to make ends meet. So you have to do what you have to do to get by.
All right. Well, so what you're saying is farming or fishing or fish farming is a means to get out of difficult life situations.
Yes, and I will encourage anybody or everybody, I should say, once you see your kids into something, pursuing that, especially animals. If they pass and they say they like something, just not afraid, just take out $20. It might die, it might survive, but the long run, you give them the happiness and you help them pursue in their dreams or goal, in their liking when it comes to animals. You understand?
Okay. I like how you talk. I like the vibes. And I just came from National Bank. I came from National Bank and I asked them the question. I asked them the question if they're willing to assist or help farmers and fishers, and they said yes. They would like to see good bookkeeping. However, if the books are not too in order, they'll be able to work with you in some way or give you some advice.
Well, that's good, but I'm going to tell you this. I don't really depend on the banks, right? I depend on, as we say, ancestors, and I depend on God, and He give you the encouragement and the wisdom to go further. So I depend on He. Because I could put a couple fishes a breed and I may not get nothing. But if I believe it's going to happen, right? Sometime last week I took out 150 babies, baby tilapias. Because I have tilapias, I have goldfish, kais. I tell you, just name me different varieties. I have sharks, down to sharks and all that way. Snails. So I only do it for the love. It's a love, it's a hobby for me. It's not a job. But through the people keep asking, oh, where I could get this, where I could get that, I started doing the breeding. So at least when they ask me, I could present something. If I don't have it, I send you or I get the resources for them. So I make a phone call. You got this? Yeah. That's what I do. I help with everybody.
All right.
So that's how Spice is. Spice make it nice.
All right. Since Spice make it nice and thing, I'll ask you one more question. Just one more question because it's one question and that's going to be it. Spice, you just tell me that Spice love to help people. So my question is, people like to help Spice?
That's a tough question. I would say yes. People help me in terms of when they buy fishes, they post it on the snaps and whatever media houses, media adversities out there, and let me get a forward, as we all say. Rastaman say forward, so we get forward. You understand? And since I started, it's been a good look because a guy just passed a while ago and said, boy, I see your snaps, some of my snaps, I come down tongue just to see what's going on. Because you see me. You understand? And he posted, and he posting, he fan base maybe larger than mine. So I may have 20, but he got 100. Out of the 100, 50 might like fishes, so they call me and find out, you know what I mean? So see, this is my number, this is my contact right here. You know what I mean? So they zoom up and get this. Everything you see here, we got it. And I like my girlfriend to say, fish make it better.
All right. I am not asking Spice any more questions. That was my last question. He gave us an earful, but I like how he talk. He said there's a positive energy that he's dealing with, and that is why I asked him the question, if you like to help people, are people helping you? Because the positive vibes go out, and guess what happens? It must come back because it's a circle.
Well, that's what they say. It's a circle. But we don't know who gonna help you. So all we have to do is just help. When your turn comes, sometimes something comes to you and you wonder, how did this happen? It's because it's your turn. That's all it is. Your turn. You don't give expecting to get. But when you receive open-heartedly, you know, open your arms and just receive. That's how it goes with me.
All right. Well, Spice, thank you very much. Maybe at some point in time we'll do an in-depth interview with you to see all that you have to offer.
Anytime, anytime. You can come at the breeding grounds and see how we set the breeding and how we do it from birth to maturity. Just call me, and you know, I'm always there to assist and give encouragement and help the younger ones, you know.
All right. There you have it from the man Spice.